Hi guys, welcome to What's the Story with your girl Queen Jojo. And if you
Addy
are tuning in right now, you
purpose,
are live
candy
on Unity Live Radio.
purpose.
Thank you
No
so
walk with
much.
the King of
It's the
Kings and
first
the Lord.
show, and I want you to go and tell persons to log on to UnityLiveRadio.com because Candy Purpose is on What's Your Story with Queen Jojo. And we're going to get right into it. So, Candy, I just play your music a while ago.
Yeah.
That single that you dropped. I saw it in January of 2020. So, am I correct? Yes.
You're right.
What a year for you to drop that song. It is called Covered.
Covered.
Covered, right? And boy, did we need the covering.
Oh my.
Welcome to What's Your Story. What's Your Story is what it is, what the title suggests. That I want to share a person's story and their journey from, one aspect of their life to the other, how they get to where they are now. And I want to know, for those who may not know who you are, I want to know, what it was like being Candy K, the dancer, Magnum dancehall queen,
Queen.
because you won in 2014. You
Right.
won, and then all of a sudden that transition to Candy Purpose, the gospel artist. Tell
Right.
me about Candy K first. What was she like?
My Candy K days were lit.
Thanks for being honest.
I was turned all the way up. Listen, I was so raunchy. I was out there.
Yes.
Literally out there. Like I would have to be honest and say it was so fun. I met a lot of people. I made a lot of bad decisions.
Oh girl.
I learned a lot about the music industry. If it wasn't for that experience or those days, like right now, I wouldn't have the knowledge of the music industry, which I have right now. So I'm very grateful for those experiences.
Right.
They weren't all good experiences, but trust me, taught me a lot.
Right.
I was so aggressive.
When you say aggressive, you're talking lyrically, when, within your music?
Every way, shape, and form. So in music, I was aggressive, and as a person,
And you were aggressive.
I was very aggressive. And then I know some people probably will see this who know me and be like, girl, you're still aggressive. So
Look, here's a journey.
Yeah, you understand, but I'm way better than before, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
When I really arrive at that place there yet, but I'm way better than before. But my Candy K days were just all about me, all about the wrong things, because everything I sang about, it wasn't necessarily something that would uplift a young lady or tell a young youth, say, know yourself, find yourself. If we don't want to look at it religiously and say, God, it wasn't anything uplifting, like go look at job, go find yourself,
yourself. Yeah.
Not like that,
Like so I'm going to assume, because it's dancehall, and no disrespect to dancehall music, but from the side of those, it would be more about, fashion, man, sex, the rich lifestyle, the most things that is in music.
Right.
Now, when you won Magnum dancehall competition in 2014, take me down that road. What was that journey like? Now that you won, because everybody as an artist, that's an opportunity that they would give to have won such a competition.
Right.
And feel now that this is an opportunity for them to now grow and boss as a big artist.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me now what that journey was like now, winning Magnum, and now in the process of trying to boss as a big artist in the industry.
So when I win Jojo, I'm gonna think my boss now, man. Me I say them can't. Them can't hold me now. I win a boss, my boss, and I'm gonna say, yeah, me I ready up, me I gear up.
Yeah.
Of course, me entering the competition, I had one goal I was really focused on, and that was going back to school, which I did start. I went to Edna Manley.
Okay.
I didn't finish, unfortunately, but I did start. And that was what drove the hunger for me to win the competition.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go back to school. But then when I win now, I say, yeah, I go school, but watch me and dance all, I bust my bus, because Magnum give me the platform, them help me get my name out there. I'm gonna say, yeah, ready. And then during the competition, like before I actually won, persons would reach out to me to work with me, like a lot of big names who I don't wish to call right now, but them reach out to me and they must say, girl, your body now. We want to work with you, and I will have a rhythm we want to put you on. And there was this label, they kept saying to me, like, you know want rich, you know want boss, I say for sign to and me here boy rich, me want rich, of course.
Right.
So me I said, yeah. And really and truly, when I went around most, not all, most of those persons who reached out to me, I realized that my talent alone couldn't do it. Like, they acknowledge that I have talent, but that was like, yeah, you have talent, come. But when you reach at something else, and I wasn't willing to go down that road. Right. So I was like, you know, me a young girl and thing, I'm grow decent. Even though I come from Magnum and BF, so my granny grow me so it's like, I'm like, no, I can't do that, man. Like, if I'm going to do something like that, I want it to be because I like you and I want to do it.
Right.
Not because I want boss. And you know, because of that, you know, people start go around me. And then I go somewhere else and it's the same kind of vibe, you know, people want the way they want to do it, and I'm like, no.
That wasn't for you.
So, yeah, like for me, I never get for launch up really because of that. I tried,
but it didn't work.
It didn't work.
So, no, what was that feeling? Because here you won, you thought that, all right, this is it, my boss. Then now you realize behind the scene what sometimes it would take for a female artist to get to where she is. What happened after that? What happened after that? How did you feel? Did you still, decide that you were going to pursue it? What happened?
I did decide to pursue it. Like, at that time, I was dating someone who was really pumped about music, and my uncle, who died 2019, may his soul rest in peace. Like, my uncle, my family, they were behind me 100%. So we were like, listen, them now let we in, we're gonna kick off the door. You have a bus your bad, and we were still hungry and we were out there. I mean, I don't know if you know that slang where them say, my book feet, me never look feet. Me look feet. All when them never call Candy Cane name.
Look feet.
Me just come itch up
present.
Because me just want to hear them say, yeah, me just run on stage. Like, me no business, me a show up. Me here's a big stage show I keep me reaching there.
Right.
And anywhere the stage there, anywhere opportunity there, studio, me show up, and I would show up with like I said, my partner at the time, my uncles, whatever, and that in itself caused a problem. Me just showing up with guys because people want you to show up by yourself.
But them not easy.
Yeah, it's like I couldn't catch a break. I was like, this is so hard because I decided I'm gonna do no bag of foolishness or sleep with anyone to get the bus. So me I tried with my way, with my little protection. And that was a problem to people. They're like, you can come by yourself if you don't have to. It was still so rough.
Right.
Yeah, never going for me.
So, all right, now you're still fighting because you believe that, you're an artist, you're talented, and you want persons to know who Candy K is. And you want to make money from your talent.
Yes.
Right? You wanted to do that. So was there a point now? Because I want to know how you transitioned from Candy K to now Candy Purpose. At what point you say, you know what? I want to do music, but this is not, I don't want to be a part of this. What changed for you to get to now being Candy Purpose?
Let me say, I cannot tell this story as if I made that decision, like I'm going to leave dancehall and do gospel right now.
Right.
Because that was not the case at all. All when the people them shame me and not give me the bus and not let me in, I was still determined a dancehall mega do. Because I have this natural aggression and this, I feel like I have this, I'm a force to be reckoned with. I feel like a dancer me need for do with that energy here. And it's still a push through. And it wasn't working out. And I remember in 2016, I took a break. I decided, like, I'm not going to record anything. I'm not going to write anything right now. I'm just going to chill. I'm over these people. I'm tired of them. And I just I was like, I'm going to throw away music altogether. I'm just going to leave it alone. Because if I'm not do dancehall, what am I going to do? And it's like late that year, I started to dream. Like every night I go to my bed, I would get a really creepy dream. And I would, like, this the sky falling and stars falling, or the sky opening up. And I'm like, how are this for me?
Right.
And I wouldn't tell anyone about it. I was so scared. And then it was in January. It was in January 2017. The last dream I got, I died and I went to hell. And I was in hell burning. And I was there burning. And I always hear about heaven and hell, but to me, it's a dopey story. But me gonna dream this thing now, like I'm burning. And then there's this thing there. I'm gonna assume that was Satan. He was there laughing at me. And me I bawl out and me I say, God, help me now, please give me one more chance. Please, me I beg and make my dead down. Give me one more chance. And the devil was laughing at me and he was saying, him not come for you. Him not come for you. No much time him try call you.
You can go ahead. What happened? Oh Lord, it cut off. All right. So we're still recording. We're gonna get back Candy Cane on shortly. We're gonna get on back shortly. 1 second. All right, he's back. Yes.
Talk.
No, man, that's a Satan enough, you know. You know, pay him the mind, you know, because him can't stop purpose. So go on, see him where.
But I was literally dreaming that I was in hell and I was burning and the devil was mocking me. I'm crying for God to come and save me, and the devil is saying to me, him not gonna save you. You know how much time him call you and you never answer. And then like in the dream, I said, God call me. So I'm wondering if it was like the dreams, it was him prompting me, the dreams I was getting prior to this one.
Okay.
And he was saying, no, long him call you, you not answer, I'm not gonna save you. And me I said, God, please, me a ball, you know. And he's like, God, come a hell. Stop the fire, and him come save me. And then the devil looks at God and he says, you really a save she? You really a show she grace? And you call her all long and she never come to you and she not pay no mind. You really a show she grace?
Wow.
And when I woke up, I was always familiar with the term mercy.
Yes.
And I mean, mercy is withholding a punishment that you deserve, but grace is giving you something that you don't deserve. You're not deserving of it. Mm-hmm. And when I see grace, like when we hear the devil say grace, it was new to me.
Yeah.
And I decided, me I go to church, you know. And that Sunday, I went to church.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
They never need no more convincing than that. Church is there.
Nah, I did so. I'm going to church. I'm afraid. I get afraid.
We're not wrong, yeah. So you went to church the same Sunday, like
same Sunday.
Same Sunday, and did you get baptized same time? What happened? Did you the same Sunday?
Same Sunday, girl, now play.
Well, when them say put the fear of God in you you take it literally. So you got the dream. That one, because for me, that could have, if me don't know, me that lose my mind, me that definitely shape up.
Yes.
Shape up, me that shape up too. And you know, you go church the same Sunday, get baptized the same Sunday. Was music any, like within that transition, was music any part of your mind? Were you thinking, all right, you're done with music, or were you thinking that, what am I gonna do now? You know, because you are an artist, you're talented, DJ, and now you give your life to God, and it's sudden. Was there a point where you're like, okay, so who am I now, and what am I going to do?
So I went to church that Sunday, and this is gonna answer your questions. I got saved in a Pentecostal church.
Yeah.
So baptized in the name of Jesus Christ. We believe in not adding to what God has already created. So no makeup, your hair should be natural, all of that. And of course, as born again believers, we don't believe in sex before marriage.
Right.
So I'm at the altar. I walk in the church, and the choir is singing a song that is saying something about grace, and I'm laughing. I'm like, really? Wow. Now they're singing a song about grace, His grace, something, and I'm like, all right. I sit to the back because I having this bright red hair.
Yeah.
I have a tongue piercing.
Yeah.
The whole of my ears pierced, and I feel like I wasn't worthy of going to the front. So I'm at the back, and the preacher starts to preach, and he preaches about purpose. And he starts to say, yeah, he starts to say, he stops in the middle of his sermon and he says, somebody's here today. It's not by coincidence. God set it up for you there here today, and he calls you purpose. He says to tell you he calls you purpose. So in my head now, me I say purpose one day for me. Then no mean I want there for me because I meet like me I say I must me. Me I grab it I say I'm my word. And when they did the altar call and I went to the altar, I was there and I started to tug a war. You know, when they ask anyone who wants to, you know, get saved and whatever. And I was like, I feel like more raise my hand, and I started trying to figure out what next if I should go. Like in my head, I'm like, who me I gonna be, what me I gonna do?
Right.
I dance on me know. So me have to go wait till I'm married for have sex. Then sit and go so. Then me start look at everybody. Then I saw me I gotta cover up my head. Then them now wear makeup. But me want to look like hot girl. I'm just a worry about everything. I mean I say about music, I'm a food, like what me I gonna do now, what me I gonna live, I wasn't working. I said what me I gonna do now, I could do a dub plate and get a food and some me a match with everything. And this man, Prophet, I think it's Prophet Jerry, he came over to me and he rest him on my shoulder, Jojo, and the man start answer everything when me I thinking in my brain skull. The man don't know me from nowhere. Me and the man the whole conversation, and the man touch me and him say, like when I started to think, so me not gonna wear makeup, me I look all, and then him just say, himself to tell him we beautify the meek with salvation. And then I started to say, so me not gonna have sex, but my husband, him have a husband for you and a girlfriend, you're a wife.
Yeah.
And then my dad and me I say, so me gonna eat and whatever. And the man started to say, if him clothe the lilies of the field and him feed the bird of the ear, how much more? And I thought the man, he like I'm saying that in my head and he's answering everything. I'm gonna say I got that.
Yeah.
And then you see that in itself, every doubt I had, it answered everything, said the creator are real. And him there and a coincidence make me there here. So cause see that man here come and answer everything when me I think.
Yes.
And it's like, I just raise my hand.
Yeah.
Ready, come show me my water. I'm ready. No. You want to girl it with a tongue ring a chocolate. I'm ready. No.
Everything.
Everything.
And I'm guessing you're the epitome of come as you are. Because that's what you did that day. You came as you are.
Yes.
So, Candy K, baptized, pastor, preacher say, you know, somebody near his purpose. And I say, you took that name and say, you know what? I am purpose. And I call myself Candy Purpose. You get baptized now. Of course, you're trying your utmost best to live right. What is that like now that you're Candy Purpose and also pursuing music, but a different type of music? What is it like being a Christian and being a gospel artist?
All right, so it does have its challenges. I would be a liar, a hypocrite right now if I say, girl, I got this, it's all good. No, so like some days me not feel so churchy. Yeah. Some days I don't want to, you know, carry this cross. Yeah. Some days I just want to chill and just like, look how everybody I go out and I do the most. Like, I can't just go carnival. I can't go on party, I need for breathe, but let me tell you, like it's not easy.
Yeah.
And what I have to do is associate myself with like-minded people who are on a similar journey.
That's right.
Because them like when we feel like me now make no sense and me rub on them, you know, that iron they sharp me up and me say, yeah, you can do this. And sometimes I forget what I carry. I forget what I'm called to do. I feel like it's just too much. Maybe I'm not really called for this, and I have people who remind me, and that's what really keeps me going. Yes. Also, my relationship with Jesus Christ, that keeps me going. So as a Christian, it's not easy. The world is alluring. It's inviting. There's so many things out there, and you know, every hairstyle, every song, different things that I feel. Sometimes I feel like I can't try this, I want to do this, or I feel like me don't want just for a second.
Yeah.
You know, you meet guys who are sensible guys. You have the one them when not so sensible, but you have guys who look nice, who talk
Yeah.
nice and everything, and they want to get to know you. And it's like when you show them what you stand for, like they're not really depend that with you. They must say a long time there's something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you start struggling with your flesh, like wondering if you can just, you know, compromise. Can I just compromise?
Yeah.
And you know, it's like the spirit man is saying, nah, it's really hard. And I've messed up a couple times, I must say, especially when I just started out. I never make no sense. I mean, even right after being saved, like maybe 2 weeks or so after, I was in the bed of fornication again.
Yeah.
And
I like that you're honest because
yeah.
it's a journey, and especially one like that requires you to deny yourself because that's what you are expected to.
Mm,
You have to deny yourself, and you have to be careful what you feed your spirit, you know, and what you,
right,
because whatever you feed your spirit will manifest in
right,
your physical. You
right.
understand? So, all of this is happening to you, Candy. Purpose. You no longer Candy K. You get that vision, you get that dream, and you decide that, listen, I want to change my life. I am changing my life. I am giving my life to Christ. And, you know, him give you the information to say, listen, you're going to be all right. Just trust me through other persons. Musically now,
Mm-hmm.
what is that like for you presently?
Yeah.
Because you drop covered
Covered,
in
right?
2020, which
Right.
why what a can you know something where other people never know? You know something? You drop you drop covered. I listen to it, it's in my playlist all the time. So tell me, when did you write that song and what was the process in writing that song?
So I wrote Covered in 2019. So, you know, I met Yubi and he makes some dope beats. So he was sending me like beats and I was just like enjoying them, writing, holding a vibe. And then he sent me this specific beat and it was a late night and I was in there and the melody came to me and I was singing it without the words. I had a certain flow in my head. But I couldn't get the words together. And it's like, I'm saying, you know, I'm covered. That's the word that came to me, covered. And boy, me just know I have the book, I have the paper and everything just flowed. And I just wrote. Like I just wrote. And then I played back the beat and I sang. It was a complete song. I just record it, send it to Yubi. I said, listen to this. And he's like, yo, I love this. And of course, I said he sent me a lot of beats, which means I wrote for different beats. But this one, it just felt timely. Like this is the one we should
Right.
release.
Yeah.
So we released it in January, and then here comes March with the big COVID.
And
Yes.
so because I know when artists drop songs, whether they're big gospel artists, whatever type of artists they are, you know you drop it and it's time to promote it and you know make as much people hear it, download it, all of that. What was 2020 like for you as an artist who literally just drop a song and then all of a sudden everything changed and you weren't probably able to campaign as you would have wanted to with this song?
So I want to say all things work together for good to them that love God and those are called according to his purpose. Because everything happened, the pandemic was happening, but I don't want to solely blame the pandemic for me not promoting or marketing the song how I should have or would have wanted to. God was dealing with me privately. He was dealing with me. And let me say this for anyone who is a minister, whether you preach, you sing, whichever forum or way you minister the gospel, we have to be careful because if we all struggle with things, but if we're indulging in a certain sin or different sins, like willingly doing it, it's a routine and then you're ministering to people, you have to be careful because you're projecting and throwing your garbage and your demons on these people. And I had some issues, and I know when I say issues, people are going to quickly assume it's sex, but I had some issues outside of that. Maybe that included it, but I had some issues, and he cornered me. He basically cornered me, and he was dealing with me, and it's as if he began a process of shedding, and while he was doing it, it's like I was so caught up in promoting the song Music Time, my gift of writing. I'm just pumped about it, but I wasn't too pumped about the gift giver. And how can you be so caught up in the gift and you're not caught up in the gift giver? And he pulled me back and said, look at that, like you release this song, you're all up in the song, you're all like, you're not even praying as much. It's just every day you wake up, much views, whatever, you know. He pulled me back, and even though me I ain't gonna, I said, but I want to promote the song, like I had to just drop it and just let God do his thing and make him do it. I do it. Me beat me if he want to slap me up, shake me up. And he was doing that while I'm going through the pandemic. So it was just a whole lot. Like 2020, I feel I lost. I shed. It was so painful.
Wow.
So painful. So even the last days coming over to 2021, like it was so painful. Really painful. But I'm grateful.
What can persons expect from Candy Purpose for 2021?
First, let me tell y'all, I have a faith-based t-shirt line called Shop Purpose Tees. Okay? And that was launched December 1st of last year. That same 2020 where break me, mash me up, release my t-shirt line. We have 8 phrases. I'm wearing one. The same covered right now. So you guys should check it out. We have a website, shoppurposetees.com. We're on Instagram, Facebook. So you guys
for free.
Yes. I want to follow.
So please go over there and get 2 t-shirts.
Yes, you know, we always talk about the power of the tongue. You know, we don't just talk it and walk it, we wear it too. So every day it feels like a declaration over my life when I wear one of these t-shirts. Whether I'm wearing God lock my back, covered, God pick me, it's a declaration over my life. So you guys should run with it. Also, of course, I have music coming for 2021. I am yielding to the authority and the kingship of Jesus Christ, because I want to be in a position this year that he can just flow through me. So that would mean you guys would get more music from me, as opposed to last year when me I do my foolishness and him have to come in our yard and call me back. So this year I want to properly position myself and just be seated at the foot of the cross, and you guys will be hearing lots and lots of things coming from Candy Purpose, and you'll be records, you'll be music. Me excited, me frightened. Why? I'm glad back, boss. I'm just excited.
I'm glad you're frightened. So no, I'm glad you feel that way. You're excited that way, man. All right. So Candy, for somebody that is now transitioning, they realize that my life is changing. Whatever it is, maybe it's Christianity, or maybe it's addiction. Maybe it's something that really doesn't serve them anymore, and they are in the thick of it right now, trying to make that decision. What would be your advice to them?
Yield, which means to surrender. Because I'm trying to find an example of something that you hold on to, and like it's like a force, like it's opposing you, it's going in another direction, and you're trying to push back, a resistance, and it hurts, as opposed to you letting go. It would be so much easier. And that's what we mean when we say let go and let God. It's not easy to surrender. It's not easy to believe in something or someone you can't see, but that's why we walk by faith and not by sight. You know that if you go down this route, or you continue to hold on to this thing, you know the results that you will get from it, because you've been getting the results, especially if it's addiction. Like, every time you do this thing, what happens? You get this high, you feel this way, and then it's right back to square one. So what if you try the other way? You know, what if me let go? What if me don't do it this way? You've never done it that way before. So what if you try it and it actually works out better than what you're used to? So that's what I can say to encourage you. I could quote 5,000 scriptures and it wouldn't make a difference. But let me tell you, if you just think about, I've been doing it this way for so long and I've been getting the same result. What if I try this way? You know, and just trust me. So when you try it that way, yeah, God just start you out, so.
Thank
Yes,
you so much,
yeah.
Candy Purpose. First of all, before we end, how can persons find you if they want to know more about you, hear your music, you know, and just follow you on your journey because it's still a journey, you know. Your story is definitely one that is inspiring. Thank you so much for coming on this platform on Unity Live Radio and sharing on what's your story, you know, about how you transition and how you, because persons might not see it that way, but this is how I look at it. If you're willing to change, you're brave. You know, there's some part of you that is brave because you
Yes.
know that in changing, you're going to lose stuff. You're going to lose people, you know, and change, while it is something that will always happen, can be scary. And the
Yes.
fact that you made that decision just like that, man, that was quick. You know, I was expecting to hear say, all right, I was Candy came, me get the vision, and then me just start go church little bit. But you went to church same time, you made that decision same day, you gave your life to Christ same day. And you know, I know that there's a lot of persons wanting to change and are afraid, and I'm hoping that Candy Purpose story really has changed your mind and encouraged you to do what you want to do, you know, follow that goal, follow that dream, and be your best self. So thank you so much, Candy Purpose, for being a part of What's This Story. And I hope and wish you all the best in your journey. Tell the people them where them can find you so that we can end and go about our business. And we're going to be ending with Covered so that just in case you miss it, you can hear her song Covered. And I think you can find it on YouTube too.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. So you guys can find me on Facebook. I'm Candy Purpose. Instagram, I'm Candy Purpose Music. I'm on Twitter as I am Candy Purpose. And I'm on Clubhouse, Candy Purpose. So you guys should go follow the journey. Make we link, make we connect. I'm a people person. I'm very nice. You can talk to me. My inbox is a safe place. Let's talk about where God is taking you, what you need help with. Make we pray together, something. Link up, link up, link up. Make we go event together. Go run a fandom. Yes.